everyone. Just join me on the journey home. Just by Trispan. I've gone home a different way today. So the other bikes I've had in between having the Ducatis, I've had a Honda ST 1100 Pan-European. I've had a Kawasaki ER6N. I had that one at the same time as I had the 750 Supersport. I've had a Triumph Tiger 955i, which was a bloody horrible bike. I had no confidence in it whatsoever. The front end was so light, it was terrible. I had the VFR I was talking about earlier, the Moto Guzzi I was talking about earlier. My first bike was a Kawasaki Z250 C2, and I got that as soon as I passed my test. It was all that I could afford at the time. I think I paid £275 for it, which is it's alright. CBR 1000, Honda, Kawasaki GPX 750. Yeah, I've had quite a few. I had Triumph Trophy 1200. That was a heavy old bike, but nice. But I always come back to Ducati. So in a minute, you can just see the windmills starting to appear. We're going to be coming up to Carlin's Cross roundabout, which is where the 999 caught fire. I'm actually travelling in the same direction, but also where they're doing some roadworks. So we'll have to see how busy it is up here. I've had it before now where I've been travelling home and it's been queued to where I am now from the roundabout. So yeah. Doesn't look too bad today. I'll stick in this lane for a minute. There are some cars coming up the hill, but one of the advantages of being on a bike, so you can generally bypass most things. It says A30 west, turn left, but you can't anymore. So I'll just pull in. There we go. And this is where we get the queue, because it's 2 lanes into one. So let's see if I can squeeze in. Don't think I'll chance it with this bus. Oh, well, the car's letting me through. Thank you. There's idea. Yeah, this is where the dual carriageway is going to go over there. It's going to come off of here and it's going to go over the new section that we've just passed. So that'll be nice when they dual carriageway it all the way down to Chiverton Cross, which is about 7-8 miles, I suppose, maybe a bit more. It'll make one heck of a difference for people, because there were so many bottlenecks, and in the summer when the population of Cornwall swells, you have to allow a lot of extra time to to get to your destination. But yeah. So this is where it's they've taken out the central reservation there, look, because they're preparing to cut the road across. So okay, here we go, national speed limit, let's give it some. Yeah, so like I said, this is going to be a bit of a test to see how the camera and the microphone in its current setup performs, and hopefully it'll be alright. I did speak to Ben, Banjo Rides, because he's got exactly the same setup but on a different helmet, and I've used the same settings that he recommended, so hopefully it will work for me as well. Yeah, for anybody that's interested, it's GoPro Hero 11 Black with the media mod, the chin mounts, GoPro mount on the front of the helmet, which is 3D printed, and some blue lights, and the microphone is a Rode little lavalier mic that's clipped in just inside the helmet. It's actually clipped onto the chin screen with a little bit of mesh material that tucks under your chin. It's actually on there, so it's below my mouth, but we'll see how it works out. That's the turning for Summercourt, and buildings in my village will soon be visible as we get over the brow of this hill. Most people travelling up the A30 will recognise this location, which is Highgate Hill. Some people call it Hamburger Hill, for reasons which will become obvious in a minute. Not far from home now. Need to come off here so I'm looking in front of this van. There you go, Hamburger Hill, courtesy of the Golden Arches. I live just at the other end of the village, so that's Kingsley Village in there. Next, Mountain Warehouse, TK Maxx, Marks and Spencer, Boots, McDonald's, and the petrol station. Back in the 80s and 90s, that petrol station there, Penhale Garage as it's called, or Penhale Filling Station, was was notoriously for having the cheapest fuel in the county. But that was when it was something like a Jet petrol station or Elf or something like that. But I think it's a Shell garage now, so obviously prices are a tad more expensive. Of course, that was one of the reasons, albeit a small one, why I sold the ST2, because we're now running 10% ethanol here in the UK, and whilst the bike would run on it, it wasn't advisable, especially to leave E10 in the fuel tank for any great length of time. So there are petrol stations around now that will do E5, but at the time they didn't. So that's why, one of the reasons why I decided to get rid of it. But Dave, my friend who's now got it, that's all he ever uses is super unleaded or E5. So there we go. So this is the village of Fradden, and very close to my home address. So if you have stayed until this part of the video, thank you ever so much for watching. I'll have plenty more content coming soon. I've got chain and sprockets to change on this bike, so if I remember I'll film it and put it on here. So with that, everybody take care, and please subscribe if you can. There we go. We're in the back of the tractor, and we'll see you all very soon. Cheers for now.